Hello, friends. This is Father Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life. As you may know, on March the 25th of 2014, the Supreme Court heard the oral arguments in the case of Hobby Lobby and Conestoga Wood, two companies challenging the HHS mandate that is trying to force employers to cover abortion-inducing drugs in their health insurance plans. Priests for Life is also being challenged by this mandate and a challenge against our conscience, and we too have launched a federal lawsuit. We were one of the first groups to do so, to have this mandate declared unconstitutional. Well, I'm speaking to you today to let you know that our case is progressing and that oral arguments on the appellate level for the case of Priests for Life against the HHS mandate will be heard on Thursday, May the 8th. Now, the differences between the Hobby Lobby case that's for the for-profit businesses and our case for the religious not-for-profit entities is simply this. The government is trying to tell the businesses they don't have religious freedom rights as a corporation. Of course, individuals do, but the government is saying the corporations do not, and therefore they have to obey the mandate. To us, they're acknowledging that our corporation, our religious group, as a group, does have religious freedom rights and protection, but the government is saying we're respecting that by giving you an accommodation to the mandate. In other words, they're telling us all we have to do is fill out a form, say that we object, and then they'll take care of the rest. They'll make sure our employees are covered for these objectionable practices, some of which take human life, but we don't have to worry about it. Well, the fact is we still have to worry about it because they're still using us as the gateway to give that coverage to those employees. So we still object. And that's what's at issue in our case. On May 8th, this will be the first time that the case will be heard on the merits for the religious nonprofit groups at the appellate level. In other words, we've already gone through the district court level, and now we're on appeal in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Washington, D.C. Circuit. Joined with our case will be the Archdiocese of Washington, the Catholic University of America, Thomas Aquinas College, and other entities as well. Therefore, on Thursday, May 8th, while these oral arguments are happening, we're going to have a prayer rally at the federal courthouse in Washington, D.C., and I want to invite you to come. It's at 333 Constitution Avenue Northwest in Washington. And we'll start at 9 in the morning. And then at 9:30, the oral arguments will begin. And then after the arguments are done, I, along with our attorneys, will come out of the courtroom and we'll give a briefing as to how we think it went. Meanwhile, even if you're not there, you can follow and join and support us with social media. We're going to ask you to use the hashtag as you use Twitter and Facebook, the hashtag that says I stand with PFL. And we have a special website to keep you updated about our case, istandwithpfl.com. Again, just as Hobby Lobby has been the lead case for the businesses against the mandate, so now the Priests for Life case is the lead case for the religious nonprofits against the mandate. And it's essential that both win. A victory in Hobby Lobby doesn't mean the mandate necessarily goes away, because we still have this problem of the government thinking that if they give an accommodation, then everything's okay. Meanwhile, they're still trying to force us to cooperate in evil. Will you stand with me? Will you stand with Priests for Life? One way or another, we're not going to obey this mandate no matter what happens. So let's take a stand together for religious freedom, and even more basically, for life itself, that we will protect it no matter what the cost. Let's stand together. And let's work for the victory.